Hello. Welcome back to the Big Fat Psychic channel. I'm so pleased to be reading again for you today. Okie dokie, we're going to look into Nick Brown, MP for Labour. And the stories are that, you know, he used to choose boys of the night, shall we say, but young ones as well, and that, well, he's obviously disappeared from our screens and Parliament, but, you know, nobody's talking about it. There's rumours and journalists, actually, that are saying straight out that he, you know, damaged one of them to an extent that his ball will not be working the same way ever again. So if, I don't want this to upset you, but, you know, I am just saying it will contain details that'll make us feel uncomfortable, no doubt, and well, we'll just see how we get on, see if I can keep this like sensitive. Okay, so is it true? Did Nick Brown you know, do those things that I've just discussed? Won't step in. Won't help. What did Nick MP do? No. Is there any truth to this then, that you know, the MP is actually oh, well, I don't know how to word it. I'm getting won't step in, won't help. No one wants to invest. Oh, that's it. People don't want to go in there and investigate. Is that right? Absolutely. Get there in the end, don't we? Oh, yes, look. Doesn't suit their narrative. Doesn't suit their purpose. Being told to turn your back on this. Look the other way. Do you know what? That Labour Party is full of the pedos, aren't they? All of them. I mean, really. And you know what they say about the company you keep. I mean, this is in mass. This isn't a mistake by one person. You know, half of them are all involved in current cases going on, recent, past. I was just thinking then, like, the world's gone frigging crazy. How is it okay? Go on, universe. How is it okay to have so many of them in there and still be voted for? Do you know what? I think once the bolt unlocks, it'll unlock a lot. Why? Because they feel victorious, you know, they feel that they can overcome everything because they've got the protection within the Labour and backbenchers. But you've got a lot coming out as well. Do you know what? Starmer has always been involved with these type of people. Why does Starmer surround himself with these type of people? Well, it's deliberate, you see, because you can control people then, you know, with all these hidden agendas and, you know, they're all up to stuff. So you can control, you know, blackmail is very successful where assaults occur. Like you brought them all in like a club. And he deliberately does it as well. You know, he's in with them. Is Starmer one of them? You know, is he a PDF? No, just likes to own them. Feels powerful amongst these people. Knows all their secrets. How does Starmer feel about, you know, people who commit these offences? How does he feel? Look, he can reveal their lies anywhere, and that they'll all get caught up in the end. So even if Starmer is not one of the perpetrators, he definitely has authorised all this, okay? From being Crown prosecution with Savile, with, I mean, he's been with many, Epstein, Mandelson, and all these little politicians. So is that how Starmer controls them? By using that against them? It's the oldest trick in their book. Thing is, Starmer's been where he may not have participated in such acts, but he has been there, you know, and invitations as well. Does Starmer get off on these stories about what goes on? No. He knows who they are, he knows what they do, but he doesn't see that when he's talking to them or having a drink with them or, you know, getting together. He thinks, you know, as long as he stays out of it to such an extent, that's fine. So Starmer's drawn to their power over them rather than what these are going on. Okay. Let's go back to Nick Brown. Who is Nick Brown, really? So this guy, I'm not going to say psychopath, but basically he has no empathy at all. He does not have empathy with these people. So, and you never know what's on his mind. It's like, you know, the way they look at you sometimes, or a glance, a stare, or, you know, actions like not answering the phone straight away to somebody. All these little things that add up, but they're all about gaining power over people as well. So there is a police investigation. Is there a police investigation into this Nick? Absolutely, and he feels he's got away with it, you know. He's backed up. What does Nick Brown have on Starmer? Money. That's to do with spying. And also as well, Starmer received a hell of a lot of money that is yet to be revealed, you know, like, so I don't know, it's as if we found out something that he's been paid a huge sum and not disclosed it in Parliament. How do the police feel about Nick Brown's investigation? They're absolutely frustrated, okay? They know exactly what's gone on, and Nick Brown has got a hell of a temper. You know what? It's kind of a controlled anger. So maybe me and you, we get pissed off and the world knows it, you know, and then it just blows down and we get over it. No, this guy has everything stored in his mind. I think he's a very controlling person. Yeah, so the police know they're in the mire because shit like this doesn't stay buried for long. And I know when you say, oh, well, it happened 5 months ago, it happened a year ago, or and nothing has been done. Well, there's just certain things you can't cover up. I think it can't be a coincidence that so many of them are in play here in Labour, in the government. You know, I mean, you might get one in a workplace, you know, that nobody recognises. But to have, you know, 10s and 30s and 40s of numbers of Labour people that have committed it. And no doubt, you know, there'll be many in the other parties, but I suppose if I'm looking at it from an above the big picture, it's about these are your puppets, you know. You want people in power who have done the lowest and worst of the worst, because nothing else will bother them, okay? So you need to be able to control them, and that's why they are in that party or in government, so that they can be controlled. So everybody who has got this behaviour in them, they're all compromised. How do you know? So was it Starmer that told them not to report on this? Well, it happened. It just didn't happen the way it was. So Starmer, did he ask for them not to report on this? So which one is it? Starmer definitely did not get them to report on it. Oh, I think this is their victim. Is it the victim? Is that why people aren't reporting it, because of the victim? Absolutely. Absolutely. So this person was real young at the time, so there must be some kind of law covering it for the protection of the victim. Okay, so tell me about this young man who apparently has received life-changing injuries because of Nick Brown. Tell me about him. Oh my God. Oh dear me. So this hasn't just affected him, it's affected his family and everything as well. It's caused a lot of pain, a lot of despair, a lot of ruin. This is, you know, something. This could be something that brings Starmer down. I've always had a young man that you can't trust. I thought it was Sweeney, then I thought it was so-and-so, then I thought it was so-and-so. His life's ruined. How did he see the police in this, you know? How did he feel about the police in this? Cover up, cover up, cover up. Oh dear, look at that as well, where we asked about police. Oh dear. So when I'm getting like tied up, bondage, after the attack, what happened? I had to go to hospital, didn't they? Had to go to hospital. That's a surgeon. I don't know, I get something to do with the face, the jaw. I'm getting the jaw as well. He's just been whacked. What action is the young man taking to get justice? You know what, right, something like this makes you feel real ashamed. First of all, you've got the fact of the age, you've got the fact that, you know, they're doing what they're doing, and then it's like that they need to keep everything a secret from the family, so victims go home and try and make out everything happened, but what happened? And they've preyed on this young man's vulnerability. What action is this young man taking to get justice? There's not. It's like no one believes him, or no one wants to know, you know, that he knows the police aren't going to do anything. Well, they'll have to soon, but the police aren't going to do anything. And I mean, basically, like, I know it's sad, but the young man's thinking as well, like, you know, about money. What's he going to do about money? He hasn't been paid out. And he's not, it's not that, right? When something terrible happens to you like that, and you're in that kind of situation, and it's just one choice after another, of course, you know, he wasn't there for Nick Brown, you know, for dating. He was there to earn his cash, and, you know, whatever it was, it might have been paying his rent, it might have been many things. So he hasn't seen it as sexual. He hasn't seen it that way. He's seen it as a job, and now he can't work. And you'd think, oh, after going through all that, he'd be thinking that, but I think that's quite a normal thing and process of thought to have, really. You know, you've been your body's been destroyed. You can't work. Police don't want to know, making out that you're almost a liar. The government, he'll have tried, you know, somebody will have tried. No one wants to know. No one wants to take on his case. No one wants to get any justice for him. So all that, and he's been through. And yeah, he's going to be skint. Now people might say, well, that's not a right way to go and live your life. But it's his life, it was his choice, you know. I know plenty of students who, well, couldn't believe it at first, but, you know, students that was going out with sugar daddies and or doing these model company things, escorting and all like that. It's, I tell you, these younger ones really, I swear to God, they've got some balls. That's what I'll say. It's their personal choice. It's not to be judged. And just because they was in that situation and doing things, no one deserves that. No one deserves to be hurt anywhere in any circumstance. Why haven't the press printed anything? Well, maybe people outside of the UK are able to talk about it. I think it's to do with age as well. Is it because of the lad's age? Yeah, and embargoes. Okay, so they're being silenced. These embargoes, these denotices, these super bloody whatever, they you know, they should not exist. Should not exist at all. And especially in cases like this, if the press can't take you, you know, and well, what's the point of them anyway? It's criminal, you know. I don't know how a journalist sleeps at night. How do journalists sleep at night? They're just as unhappy as we are, to be fair. I mean, it's an absolute upside down, you know. So, you're what is it? Men can have kids. You can use any toilet you like. PDFs is acceptable. In fact, it's almost celebrated in governments. See what they're doing? And all these, you know, people coming in and destroying the UK. Oh, it's just, well, it's really gone on its head. Opposite. Everything's opposite. It's like we've gone upside down. Okay. This person, it's going to take 10 years, okay? 10 long, hard, traumatic years. What's going to take in 10 years? I kind of, do you know, I don't know why, but I kind of feel it's the journey, isn't it? Their journey and the trauma, complex PSD, because the person somewhere, because of the shame is very easy to keep hold of, okay? It stops you moving forward. It's used to control people, so I think the shame, you know, that's all I get with him, the shame, and to work through it. And you know what, as well, it's like going back and forth to hospital, you know, to have things done. There could be further complications. I've no doubt that that story is absolutely true. Will the lad get justice in the end? Oh, absolutely. Okay, absolutely. So we've got someone pursuing the truth on his behalf as well. I'm getting happy times. Being creative. I'll be thinking, you know, there's more to come on this. Okay, so somebody put in the comments yesterday about this. And when I looked, I thought, oh, there's something here. Yeah, so there's something coming up. I think sharing information, so interviews and stuff as well. Yeah, I do. Right, I could write a book. Shame is kind of a self-imposed. It's all about being judged, you know, by others. Oh, if they found out that, if they knew that, when they know that, you know. That's where it stems from, is the shame is connected with how you will look to others. And sometimes as well, you know, It can take 10 years for you to be wise about something, and it drop and you think, oh my God, that's why I was like that, or why I did that, or why that happened, you know. But I mean, 10 years is a long time to wait for peace of mind. Okay, what's going to happen to Nick Brown regarding this? Oh, thank God for that. He's going to lose people's support, you know. He's not going to be protected forever. What's going to happen to the police, you know, that balls this investigation up? I mean, it's just criminal, honestly. He's kidding himself. Yeah, I think this is going to be a bit of a beast. You know, why are all these Labour governments and MPs? I mean, you know, not just about this lad, but about any of them. Why? I can't understand. Those journalists should be sacked. Everybody who's not talking about it and bigging up and living in this stupid other alter reality, you know, of life, they should all be gone. Yeah, Starmer knows he's not going to get away with this. Will Nick Brown go to prison? Absolutely. Look at that. All the lies and lies and lies and lies that have come out. Is there other victims for Nick Brown? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I am pleased to say when that bar steward gets to His Majesty's quarters, he'll receive the appropriate treatment from other inmates, because people like him are the lowest of the low. You know, even your skagheads and your druggies and your heroin addicts, you know, they're above, you know, the likes of these actions. So yeah, he will get into, I think he'll go to jail. You've got enforced isolation as well. Call a doctor. No, enforced isolation. And what will I be exposed about Starmer in this? Another drama, another, you know, another reason not to resign. And don't forget, bearing in mind that Starmer's already got 3 boys, you know, with questions over their heads as well. The fact that the Labour Party is full of them. And, well, what do they say? Birds together, flock together. And will this boy... I'm afraid this pain always stays with him. Will justice be done for this boy? Don't know yet, decision not made. Don't know yet. Oh, I get it. The reason, okay, the reasons. So this lad doesn't know why the police wouldn't go ahead, or why Starmer and Nick Brown and whatever the situation is. So I think it's that this lad, the focus is not what was done to him, but the cover up. The cover up. Okay, outcome for the police in this. Yeah, good, 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 good. Outcome for the police. I'm getting a woman here who... I think because of the fact that he was working. Well, the police be accused of wrongdoing because of the lad's profession. Absolutely. Absolutely. How does all this end for Labour? Home. Home. You have to show love for your family. They'll be putting on a good show of family and unity, and how you know, our children are so important to us, and blah 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 blah, all bullshit. So they're gonna you know, try and promote and give us content on you know, doing family things and being, you know, not of that side. So they just go to the extreme of trying to fake you know, everybody's happy in the party. Everybody's a loving, you know, parent, or, you know, none of these dark things, okay? Right, so the only person I'm interested in now is outcome for Keir Starmer. Well, I can see he's going to be questioned about this in the very near future as well, in Parliament. They're all there. So, you know, outcome, well, we're looking back over his time as well. I've got loads of organisations. You've got your government, you've got the Labour Party individually, you've got another society, Fabian, and then... I don't know, you know, I kind of feel like Ukraine. Oh, well, that could be Ukrainian boys. He'll try and spin it, but I don't think he'll get away with it at all. What's the outcome of this for Nick Brown? He'll have to admit to knowing and having some kind of relationship with this person. What's the outcome for the young man? Well, it may be a bit late, but something goes on, and I actually feel like he will tell people, you know, that this man is dangerous and needs to be in prison. How's Nick feeling about his situation regarding this? He thinks he's got away with it. Look at that. Thinks he can come back to work. Oh no, is this Nick Brown thinking he can come back to work? Absolutely. Oh, this is terrible. This is terrible. And then it looks like Starmer's promoting him. Will all this come out? Will the truth about what Brown's been up to and all the cover-ups and everything, but just about really what this terrible person has done? Because he's going to come out and say it was all lies. This is... will Nick Brown be exposed for his crimes? Absolutely. We've got an investigation that's in writing, okay, so something there that we see. So that could be an article, not a post. An article, or, you know, social media, even some kind of book. Is there a book about this? Oh, is this boy writing a book? No. No, the boy's not writing a book. And I think it's somebody who's not involved in it as well. And that is where you get the Seven of Swords lies revealed. How will Nick Brown feel when all this comes out? If he believes he's going to prison for a very long time for that, he'll take himself off their planet. He knows he's too weak and won't be able to get through it. Okay then, right, well that's Nick Brown, and this isn't over, so we'll see. A little bit longer than I imagined, but anyway, I'm only putting 2 up today because I'm off to a concert with my daughters later, and yeah, bit of Akon. Lonely, ever so lonely. They'll be on the dance floor screaming and throwing the bras at them, and I'll be sat on a bench somewhere with my feet up. Anyway guys, that's it from me. I'll be back soon. Bye now. Bye-bye.